Troops neutralize bandits, recover arms in Kaduna. And 26 Rivers Assembly lawmakers commence sitting as elders condemn peace deal. NLC urges federal government to address cash scarcity. And on the foreign scene, polls open in high stakes in DR Congo's election after fraught campaign. Hello and welcome to the news update on Trust TV. My name is Chiamaka Nendu. The 1 Division Nigerian Army says its troops have neutralized the bandit and recovered arms and ammunition in Sabon Birni, Igabi local government area of Kaduna State. The division's acting Deputy Director Public Relations, Lieutenant Colonel Musa Yahaya, said this in a statement during the incident, saying that the incident occurred on December the 17th when troops ambushed bandits in the area. Yahaya said the troops recovered one AK-47 rifle and magazine loaded with 15 of 7.62 mm ammunition, a radio and 2 technophones. According to him, the general officer commanding the division, who is also the force commander and Operation Wheel Punch, Major General Valentino Coro, applauded the troops for their resilience. And gunmen have kidnapped an Akwa Ibom State High Court's Judge Justice Joy Uwana and her driver and killed her police escort. It was gathered that the gunmen posed as vigilante operatives on the Uyo-Okobo Road on Monday night, blocking the road and preventing Justice Uwana, who was returning from a court sitting in Oron. The gunmen were said to have opened fire, instantly killing policemen attached to the judge, thereafter abducting the judge and her driver. The chairman, Nigerian Bar Association, Oron Branch, Torosco Eyene, who was confirmed the incident on Tuesday in Uyo, said the judge was kidnapped along the Okobo axis. Eyene said members of the NBA have scheduled a meeting with the Commissioner of Police and State Security Service on Wednesday. When the police public relations officer of Akwa Ibom State Police Command, SPE Diko MacDon, was contacted, he described the incident as unfortunate, adding that the CP had ordered a discreet investigation into the matter. And residents of Benue State are expressing positive views regarding the improvement of security across the state. Benue State has been inundated with security challenges that is responsible for the displacement of thousands of people and destabilizing the polity. Jimmy Adzande reports.
Some of the residents are saying that the presidency should be commended for the improved security situation in the state, owing to President Tinubu's drive to end insecurity in the country.
An improvement, and the cogent reason is this: the president of this country has taken the issue of security challenges very seriously, and so as a result of that, we have less security challenges in Benue State and as well as other states.
Others, however, say the credit should be given to Governor Alia, whom they say is exploiting every arsenal within his constitutional powers as the chief security officer of the state.
We saw movement of military personnel in the state, especially in areas of Sankara, where most of these things have been outside armed attack from people who have cattle, people who are working for cattle owners. So by and large, I would say that the situation has improved because I do not longer receive everyday news of attacks by armed men in the name of herdsmen. I do not hear cases of kidnappings every day, so I would say that that's improvement.
Another group of residents say some communities have invoked spiritual forces to end criminality and violent acts. Hence, the current calm in such places.
The security situation there in Sankara now has reduced, though not 100%. The swing that they did has helped a lot. But still, there is a challenge that I will urge the other communities, because the swing that they did in Ukum those boys are saying it's only in Ukun local government. And actually, it has worked in Ukun local government. It has saved the situation very well. They are saying it's only Ukun local government that did this one. So now, if you ask me, I will ask the Shitile, the Ugondo, and Tongo community to also buy the idea of soap. That's what has really helped the security situation in Sankara.
Most Benue residents are calling on all stakeholders to continue with the strategies taken so far to end the tax on the state, be it internal or external. Jimmy Azandi, Trust TV News, Makurdi.
And the 26 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly loyal to former Governor Nyesom Wike on Wednesday commenced sitting in Port Harcourt, the state capital. The lawmakers led by Martin Ame-Ewule convened at the House of Assembly quarters. The single item to be considered by the lawmakers is the withdrawal of the impeachment notice against the state governor Sim Fubara. The state has been embroiled in a crisis following a rift between Wike and his predecessor Fubara. As part of measures to resolve the rift, President Bola Tinubu met with the warring parties in consultation with the former governor of the state, Dr. Peter Odili. A truce was brokered at the Aso Villa in Abuja. And still in Rivers State, elders and Rivers State comprising former governors, traditional rulers, academia and notable technocrats have rejected the 8-point resolution reached at the reconciliation meeting between Minister of Federal Capital Territory Nyesom Wike and the Rivers State Governor Simi Fubara. The group, in a communique issued at the end of the meeting, which lasted into the early hours of Wednesday, said directives given by President Bola Tinubu contravene the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The group, in the communique signed by the former Governor Rufus Ada George, Chief Anbas Sarah Igbe, former spokesperson of PANDEF, Sir GTG Toby, the former Deputy Governor of Rivers State, Senator Andrew Uchendu, Senator Ben Birabi, and others said a review of the President Tinubu's directives for the resolution of the political impasse in Rivers State showed that the directives contravene the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which the President swore to uphold at all times. The group stated that the directives unilaterally suspended the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria by virtue of an attempt to reverse a court order recognizing retired Honorable Edison Ehie as the Speaker and directing that the remainder of the members of the House of Assembly constituted the quorum for legislative business. And former Governor of Plateau State Simon Lalong on Tuesday confirmed his resignation as Minister of Labour and Employment. Lalong said he officially tendered his resignation to President Bola Tinubu to enable him take his seat at the senator representing Plateau State Senatorial District. In a letter submitted to the President on Tuesday, the minister reminded the President that after exhaustive legal processes, the Court of Appeal declared him as the duly elected senator representing Plateau South Senatorial District and directed the Independent National Electoral Commission to issue him the certificate of return. And the Nigeria Labour Congress has urged the federal government to quickly address the current cash crunch in the country to alleviate hardships on its citizens. The NLC President Joe Ajero, who said this on Tuesday in a statement, said the Congress was deeply concerned about the recent cash crunch that had gripped the Nigerian economy. He said the NLC became worried over the development as the nation approached the festive season. According to him, the economic crisis bedeviling the nation has far-reaching implications for the citizens. Ajero alleged that the ill-conceived and ill-implemented currency redesign policy of the immediate past government orchestrated the previous cash scarcity. He lamented that Nigerians now spend more time sourcing for cash, stressing that the development undermines confidence reposed in the Nigerian banking system. And Nigerians are reacting to the central bank's directive for commercial banks to freeze bank accounts not linked with a national identification number (NIN). The Apex Bank's recent pronouncement has unsettled Nigerians, with a deadline set to take effect from April 2024. In this report, Ibrahim Ismail samples the opinion of Abuja resident on the development. The report.
The national identification number has become central to data synchronization across government operations as the Central Bank of Nigeria aims to sanitize the unwholesome practice of irregular activities within the financial sector. The introduction of bank verification number was one of the steps taken by the CBN to link bank accounts to individuals as part of a Know Your Customer policy. For some Nigerians, the measures being put in place is a welcome development.
I urge Nigerians to link up their NIN because for security-wise, it's good to link your NIN as a Nigerian. And this is a number that shows that, yes, you are a Nigerian. Yes.
Have you linked up yours?
I've done that.
The government to try to let people know. They will give us time before they start to disconnect the account.
In typical Nigerian fashion, some residents believe the April 2024 deadline should be extended, alluding to the need for more public awareness for effective implementation.
They have to release information on radio so that some village people, they usually use radio to listen. So they should use radio so that everybody will be aware of that. They know about it. And some people, even though they know about it, they will just forget about it. They don't care about it because there's lack of education sometimes. It's like that.
Although some Nigerians have complained about the difficulties they experience in the process of registration or data modification in enrollment centers of the National Identity Management, some analysts believe linking the NIN with bank account will strengthen security, urging Nigerians to avoid unnecessary complaints.
Now, those people who encounter difficulties, did they document their difficulties? So it's not enough to just say, oh, I experienced difficulties, so I just gave up in the process. Did they document the difficulties? Did they call the attention of the authorities to say, we had so and so level of difficulty in trying to get enrolled? You understand? So that we don't keep on making perpetual excuses for people who are not doing enough to be a part of the process. We need to capture everybody's data.
The standardization of the financial system is signposting the need for adequate sanitization of process, which will mitigate illicit activities across board. The last-minute approach by most Nigerians, however, remains a stumbling block in achieving maximum cooperation. Ibrahim Ismail, Trust TV News, Abuja.
You're watching News Update on Trust TV. Still to come. We take a look at the festive season in Jos as the countdown to Christmas begins. More news when we return, to stay tuned. Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, this is the News Update on Trust TV. Here is a recap of our top stories. Troops neutralize bandits, recover arms in Kaduna. And 26 Rivers Assembly lawmakers commence sitting as elders condemn peace deal. And moving on, as Nigerians prepare for the Christmas festivities, many households are contending with soaring prices of goods and services. Some Nigerians who spoke to Trust TV in Zaria are appealing to the federal and state government to intervene in order to make the celebration worthwhile. The report.
Chama Victoria Egu, a National Youth Service Corps NYC member serving at FCE Zaria, lamented that the economy has been very unfriendly, adding that the development will mar efforts to celebrate the season in grand style. She however affirmed that despite the economic crunch, she will still go ahead to travel to Kaduna from Zaria to celebrate the season along with her parents.
It's one usual thing with Nigeria. When close to celebratory periods, festive periods, seasons, the price, there's always an increase in price. So it's something I already started planning for. My transport money, I've already kept it one side. Since all the money I'll use for transport, I've already kept it.
An entertainer, Oluwaseun Dare, who expressed displeasure over the hardship in the country, lamented that because of the harsh situation, he has cancelled his planned trip to join his family to Lagos and instead decided to celebrate the period in Zaria in low-key.
The good thing is the transportation from Zaria to Lagos is something else. Yes, I've checked over 20 plus. In short, we were even supposed to go to Ogun State and we'll have this car that will be taking us down there. Go and come is at 5,000 naira. So per person. So imagine you travel, you go come back. What happened January when you're back to Zaria?
Dari further explained how he intends to celebrate the period with the little resources at hand.
So it's better myself and my family will go get this kilo meat and we'll just enjoy ourselves. We'll have better Christmas to come.
Although a visit to the Dogarawa goat market in Zaria revealed low patronage, sellers however attributed the development to the fact that most celebrants prepare to buy their goats on Christmas Day Eve. Mohammed Uwis, a goat seller, said they could not afford to purchase enough goats this period due to lack of capital. He however stated that the little they could get have slightly increased in prices compared to last Christmas due to the severe economic downturn. Uwis said though the goats are sold as low as 30,000 for a small he-goat and 50,000 for a medium size, the prices have soared compared to last year's festive period.
And see that the market is dry and this is Christmas Eve. The market should have been busier, but because of the harsh economy, the animal dealers don't have enough capital.
At the Young Cafe Motor Park in Sabogari, where some travelers declined to speak with us on camera, few passengers were noticed at the park going to the south and east. This may be attributed to the fact that there are still few more days to Christmas Day.
The city of Jos Plateau's state capital is wearing a new look as government, individuals and organizations decorate their premises and strategic locations across the city ahead of the Christmas and New Year celebration. Trust TV's Dixon Adama, who visited some areas, reports that Christmas light and other decorations are beautifying the city with just days to Christmas. The report.
Christmas lights are said to symbolize the stars, particularly the Star of David that appeared in Bethlehem on the night Jesus Christ was born. Since then, Christians use Christmas lights in their homes, churches, organizations, streets, among other places. This practice has been in place from time immemorial. A significant aspect of the Christmas lights is the beauty that they add to the environment, especially at night.
And it also gives us the sense of Christmas, makes us enjoy the environment. Even at night, when you're walking, you always have the sense of holiday and you always wish it extends more than December. So today, Christmas light is very important, and the significance we might not know, but as we go on, the joy it gives us is what we are so proud about.
I wouldn't just want us to be carried away by the lightning that makes the environment looks good, but I want the government in Plateau State to also find a way of making the lights in Plateau State to keep shining and shining even after the celebration.
Whenever I see Christmas trees and Christmas lightning, it's a time to relax and enjoy and wind down from a whole year of stress, and then also meet with family members and enjoy the time you have to spend together. But generally, Christmas lightning is always top gear.
This Christmas light is in addition to other Christmas decorations like the Christmas trees, season greetings, signs, flowers, Santa Claus activities, among other things. For sure, this has become an exciting aspect of the Christmas celebration, which Christians faithful often find necessary and appealing, hence the yearly practice by the faithful.
And now to business news. The federal government, in collaboration with the Bank of Industry, will begin the disbursement of loan worth 75 billion naira to micro, small and medium enterprises across the country. This notice was contained in a statement signed by the Special Assistant to the President on MSMEs and Job Creation, Office of the Vice President, Temitola Adekunle Johnson, who said the beneficiaries will enjoy an interest rate of 9% on the loans. Johnson also explained that the loan initiative was targeted mostly at women and youth. He added that the Tinubu-led government has collaborated with stakeholders across the public and private sectors to provide massive support for MSMEs, both in grants and loans in the past. The presidential aide cited the recent upward review of the Access Bank loan scheme for MSMEs from 30 billion naira to 50 billion naira. The statement also revealed that the present administration is committed to providing massive support to MSMEs both in grant and loans. Away from Nigeria, voters in Democratic Republic of Congo took part in the general election on Wednesday after a chaotic campaign marred by opposition allegation of impending fraud, electoral violence and logistical setbacks that could prevent many from voting. In several towns in the region and in the capital, Kinshasa, the process kicked off with delays as election kits had not arrived at some polling stations. In Goma and Beni, the eastern Congo, some voters struggled to find their names on voters' lists, which were only made available at the polling stations on Wednesday morning, according to Reuters. For months, the Seni Election Commission has insisted it would deliver a free and fair vote as promised across Africa's second largest country, even as independent observers and critics flag irregularities they say will jeopardize the legitimacy of the result. About 44 million Congolese are registered to take part in the presidential, legislative and regional vote. As voting day neared, the authorities sought extra helicopters, raising concerns about the Seni's ability to open polling stations in areas otherwise unreachable due to bad roads or deep insecurity. And now to sports news. The Nigeria head of mission to Tunisia, Hakeem Oladipo Falusi, has encouraged Rivers United to make the country proud by beating Club Africain in the CAF Confederation Cup clash. The Pride of Rivers will trade tackle with Club Africain at the Stade de Raids on Wednesday. Falusi gave the encouragement during a visit to Rivers United Hotel ahead of the matchday for tie in Tunisia. The general manager of the club, Okek Paluku, welcomed His Excellency and thanked him for finding time to come visit the team, as this will spur the team to do well. Rivers United currently occupies second position on the Group C table with 6 points. And with that, we've come to the end of News Update on Trust TV. Do well to follow us across all our social media platforms and join our YouTube live stream for more news, programs and documentaries. My name is Chiamaka Nendu. Thank you for watching.